Me and Ameenah was together for 3 years. We tried to have a baby. It took some time before she got pregnant. When she told me that she was pregnant, it shocked me. But at the same time, it's like a joyful feeling. I was like joyful. I had just came home from work, and she showed me the pregnancy tests.
You're gonna be a daddy.
You on camera? Oh my God! Come on, man. One day, I was out in the park playing chess, and a guy come up to me and tell me that the baby is his. When he told me that, I was kind of like, "Are you sure the baby's yours? Are you positive the baby's yours?" And he was like, "Yeah." I was just shocked, angry, just confused, really. That's why I felt confused. That night I called her and confronted her about it through it, and she just got extremely defensive about it. She really just thought I was making up something to mess with her. And because of this, we had really bad trust issues, and it caused us to break up, and I ended up missing his birth. So after the birth, this guy has been just like straight, like just ghost. You know, I call, I text, and I just can't get in contact with him from nothing. So I don't know if he was just messing with my head. I don't know if he was just attacking our relationship to try to break us up, you know, what it was. So I don't know. If I find out that I'm the father of this child, and I know I missed his birth, my very first son's birth, I will feel very guilty. I would like to work on our relationship, but I don't know, because of all the accusing and the allegations and stuff like that, I don't know if she would be able to get over that barrier. I will owe Ameenah a big apology if this baby turns out to be mine.
Before Dominic and I started dating, I was in school full-time for nursing, and I was working 4 jobs. I was taking care of myself. I was fine. I was happy physically, emotionally, mentally. I was great. And I felt like I wanted someone to come home to every day and talk about my day and share that experience with someone. So Dominic and I met, and we started dating, and things were going great. So about a year after us dating, we decided that we wanted to get engaged. About 6 months after us getting engaged, we decided that we wanted to have a child because it was pretty much set in stone that we were getting married. So
that's a little risky.
it is, but I felt confident in him.
Okay.
So I felt like that would be a good move. So in the beginning of the pregnancy, he made every doctor's appointment. He actually took me to the doctor's appointments, every Craven, Slim Jims.
So he was happy that you were pregnant.
Yeah, definitely. When I told him that I was pregnant, I was actually at school one day, and my friend was like, we were making a joke about how cigarette smells or anything would kind of like make me nauseous. So he was like, she was like, go to the store and get a test. So I went, and she bought 3 of them, and I took the first test, and I read it. I was like, oh crap, I think this is real, because every test prior had been negative. So I took the other one, and it said positive. So I called him. I was like, hey, we need to meet when you get home. And he was like, just tell me what's going on. Like, you are like really all over the place. What's going on? So I was like, I'm pregnant. He was like, oh crap, are you serious? I was like, yeah, we're pregnant. He got really excited. We started picking out baby names. So when I was about 8 months pregnant, he lost his job. And the pressure of making him lose his job, he needed something to kind of relieve the stress and, you know, kind of clear his mind. So he started playing chess like he once did. So he's hanging out with these random people. He's playing chess. And one day he comes home and he's like, yeah, this dude said it's his baby. And I'm like, well, why would he say that? And I don't know him. I've met him twice in my life, and that's through Dominic playing chess with him. So I'm like, I don't even know him. Why would he say something like that? And he's like, well, this is just what the man's telling me. And I'm like,
but
so...
the part that cracks me up is, in the tape, he's like, so he asks the dude, he goes, are you 100% sure? And the guy's like, yeah. And he's like, but he's having sex with you.
Right.
So he can't be 100%.
Right. But not only that, it's like we've been together for 3 years. You're trusting someone who you've met, you know, known for 2 months.
And you've never slept with anybody?
No, never. Never, not the whole entire time.
Well, you've been with him.
Right. Yeah. Not the whole entire time. I was very committed to him. You know, anything that he needed, I was there for him, period.
So you go into labor and he doesn't take you to the hospital?
No, the first time I went into labor, the first time I had contractions, I was trying to drive myself, and I ended up...
Not a good idea at all.
Yeah, I ended up having to call the ambulance. So I went to the hospital. They said that my water didn't break. They ended up sending me home. So 2 days later, the contractions started getting worse. So I called Dominic and I was like, hey, I need you to take me to the hospital. He was like, oh, I thought you were going to drive yourself. And I'm like, are you serious? Like, dude, they're worse than before. So he's like, well, I thought you were gonna do it. So I got upset and I just hung up on him. So I was driving to the hospital, but the contractions were so bad, I had to call one of his family members who lived close by, and I was like, I'm gonna come pick you up. I need you to drive the rest of the way. I can't do it. So that's what we did. And about an hour or so after getting to the hospital, they told me my water did break 2 days prior. They shouldn't have sent me home, but they would have to do an emergency C-section because my baby's heart rate kept dropping.
Right.
So at this point, I'm like really terrified. I'm like, I really wish Dominic was here. I wish I could talk to him and say, hey, I really need your support. But because of the stress from him listening to whoever and whatever, it made me not want to be around him.
But him, some dude just saying, hey, that's my baby. Oh, like, how do you spiral so out of control so fast? So you're here and you took a DNA test. Any chance that Dominic's not the father?
Not at all. Not one chance.
And how old is your child now?
He's 2 months.
2 months. Oh, you're a little boy.
Yeah.
And has Dominic been around little boy now?
Yeah, he has.
And how does he act towards him?
Every now and again, he'll just like hold him up and stare at him, like kind of like Simba type situation. And I'm like, why are you looking at him like that? He's like, we're bonding. I'm like, okay, I guess, but like, you know, he looks at him like kind of different.
So you think that he wonders, is this my child?
Right.
Obviously, him thinking that it might be somebody else's child has to put a strain on your relationship.
Yeah, very much so. It's like no matter what you do or say, no matter how many facts you come with, once he has something in his head, that's just what it is. He's very stubborn.
How you doing? Baby, you know I am about my baby, man.
Yeah, that may be so, but you listening to somebody that you've known for 2 months.
I heard what Steve said out there, but listen, if somebody says that, Steve, it does seem weak, but you know how I am.
Yeah, but how could you take his word over mine when you've known me longer?
Over yours. What I'm saying is, if he said this, then I owe him one. But I mean, you know what I'm saying, Steve? What I mean by that, Steve, is that's disrespectful. That's like me, he caused me to miss my first child's birth because of that.
So, right? Oh, you owe him, like, you got to get back at him.
Yeah, because that's what I'm trying to tell. She never gave me the She act like she defended him.
Why would you believe some dude?
Because guess what? Why would you say that, though? We too old to be
because the guy's
like
just
that.
Screwing with you.
I didn't know that.
That's the thing. He goes out and he tells everybody how good of a woman I am.
Listen, Steve, check this out. Check this out. My point is this. You don't say stuff like that.
I know.
But I'm just saying.
So if some guy does say it, you go, yeah, you're full of
You got a point. You got a point.
But you were like...
But... No.
Do you believe that during your relationship she's been unfaithful to you?
I mean, we all make mistakes. So, I mean, I believe that it could have been...
you cheated on her?
Yeah.
At the beginning.
Guilty
at the beginning of the relationship.
Conscience.
No, I've been faithful whatever since
that
then.
last time?
Yes. But that's 2015. That was 2015. We're in 17 now. That was way at the... We only been together for 3 years. So at the beginning of the relationship, of course, you dating other people, you seeing other people, this and that and the other. So we... Like
not if you tell the person that I'm only with you.
Right. She cheated on me, too.
So you're going to tell that lie like that?
You cheated on me, too.
That's why we're here, for stuff like that. Like, when he starts doing this, he starts getting stuff in his head that this is what he believes. He likes to accuse me, and then I'm like, okay, well, now he's going left, so I don't have time for that. So I'm going to stay over here and focus on me. Oh, now you're acting different. I know that's why you're acting different. Like, this is why we go through stuff. Are you driving her crazy?
She drive me crazy.
Yes.
No, she be driving me crazy. See, she's so good at it. You drive me crazy.
Okay.
So this is all an act?
I wouldn't say it's all an act. It's just that we have different way of doing things. I don't know.
You want to be with her?
She know I do.
No. Do you want to be with her?
Yeah, she know I do. She know
for the rest of your life?
Yeah.
Okay.
She know that.
No.
She know that. She know that. She know that.
I don't know.
Do you want to be with him for the rest of your life?
I do, but just the accusations. I mean, he accuses me of everybody he walks by, literally.
No, but
like,
listen.
Steve, you might be next.
Okay, now check.
Like, seriously. Everybody that I walk by.
But this is the thing. It's
Is
like,
it possibly it's my baby?
I don't know, Steve.
But will this piece of paper that's going to say that you're the father, hopefully, will that make you more secure in your relationship with her and not beat her down so much about cheating or sleeping with guys and doing this and doing that? Well, and if some dude comes up to you next time and says, yeah, I've been doing her.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, and you'll be like, no, that's my lady. She wouldn't do that.
Well, I'd rather stop that regardless because of the fact that...
Because it tears you up inside.
It tears you up inside, and plus I don't want, him to grow up without a mom and dad in the house.
Yeah, so. Exactly.
But you're the reason that it's not right now.
We'll fix it.
We're not in a happy home.
We'll fix it.
Dominic took a DNA test, and the results of that test, Dominic, is you are the father.
So can you act right now? You gonna act right now? Mm-hmm. You want me?
You got it?
I do. See? You see what I see?
No,
see
no,
what
no,
I mean?
no, no,
see what
no,
I mean?
no.
See what I mean? See what I mean? He just asked, are you gonna act right now? He said, are you?
What did he say?
I said, are you gonna act right now? He said, are you?
No, meaning
what I
that.
mean?
No, okay, I'm gonna stop that.
Left that quick.
No, I'm gonna stop that. Meaning that because why I say that, Steve, I know I caused her a lot of hurt. I know I caused a lot of pain. So I know I caused her a lot of hurt.
Apologize.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I said for all the people, I'm sorry. And for all the people, I'm sorry. But I know she has a strong personality, right? And I know that because all that, it gets all causes all blah, 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 blah. It tears the person down.
It really does.
Causes them to maybe do things
Yeah,
that they
in these moments when your child is newborn, those are some of the best moments in your life. Looking at the miracle of birth, watching the baby, and then the next few months when they start developing and they start crawling and they start walking and they say their first word. You know, you don't want to be in a bad part of a relationship and miss out on the joy of all those first things.
Right, true.
Right?
Right.
So, again, if you've got to pick somebody that you have a little faith in. And no matter what the outside world tries to attack you, you say, no, I'm not going to believe this person. I'm going to believe the person I lay down in bed with every night.
Right. I go for that. I go for that.
Especially when I don't hang in the street.
I go for that. You know I love you, girl.
All right. So you're going to go home and give her a break, right?
Right.
And you're going to act normal from now on?
Normal, yeah.
All right. Good luck to you.
Thank you, Steve.
I called you, Steve, for help because I watch your show all the time.
Somebody's going to watch this and say, you know what? She was brave enough to do that. I can do that too. Can you relate to this story? Go to www.stevewilkos.com to get my help.